Wait, people love me.
Yeah, you've become famous.
Which is really weird to me because, like, that's my biggest dream. It's beyond. I didn't think that would ever happen to me.
Yeah, but you don't know what to do with it. That's the sad part.
I don't know how to meet us. I don't know, Mark. Because I don't know what to do.
Well, I've been trying to tell you, but you just don't like to listen.
Mark, I keep trying to explain to you, I need to become a naturalized citizen, and I don't know how to do it. How do I talk to the mayor, or how do I talk to the government about it? Like, I've been arrested, I've been to the hospital, I've been in jail.
Well, I think the number
Why are they
one...
playing music?
I'm sorry?
The music is gonna ruin the video.
Yeah, I know, I can't use it when this happens. It gets...
But yeah, so you're talking about doing a video where I get high and show my transformation into...
You see, if I was a judge in looking at your case of whether you become a U.S. citizen or not,
Yeah.
the number one issue...
It's not drugs. I was with the cops yesterday, by the way. They found me with a meth pipe. I was walking around naked. I went to Vernon by accident. You know where Vernon is?
No, but what you're talking about is a street situation. What I'm
No. Like in life, Mark. Mark, they do drugs in Hollywood. You're not a Hollywood type. Okay? You know drugs run Hollywood, right? J-Lo used to do coke in the 90s.
I think you're a little too focused on the drug.
Mark, I really need them to survive.
Yeah, I think that's really the core of the
That's
problem.
not the problem, Mark. The drugs are what keep me alive. I'm not homeless because of drugs. I'm homeless because I'm not a U.S. citizen. I keep trying to explain this to you. You are, so you don't understand. Like, Mark, I can't even get an EBT card. That's why I'm out here. I'm literally living off handouts because, like, it's here and it's convenient.
Let me hear your voice again.
Huh?
I just need to hear your voice.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Olson. We've been doing this for like 3-4 years. I'm like,
Yes, we have.
I'm happy to actually turn into something because when I first met you, it was just like, ooh, you're gonna give me some money to talk.
And now you've become a big star.
It's weird because I don't get to meet my fans because I'm always down here. I don't know why. Don't even ask me why. I couldn't answer the question at this point. But look at you. You became a success later in life, you know? You've become famous.
I was an advertising photographer before I did this.
Yeah, I know, but fame. Like, you're known in LA.
Well, it's only because of social media. I was more successful in advertising than I am at this.
Yeah, but I'm sure you were commercially successful, but people know your name in LA.
Yeah, but it's because of social media.
Yeah, because
Like teenage girls become stars on Instagram.
Yeah, which is what I'm trying to do, but I didn't have much of a teenage life, so. But I was saying, I still feel like a 5-year-old. I have no comprehension of how to live an adult life.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Like you've been handed this golden goose and you don't know how to...
Because I don't know what to do with it.
You drop every egg it lays.
What egg does it lay? Mark, you get me hotel rooms. You haven't even offered to get me an apartment.
All you would have to do...
It's not the drugs. Mark, you can get me an apartment and I do drugs.
You're not even listening to me. Listening to
What would I need to do? I'm trying to listen.
I've given you a few cell phones, right?
Yeah, Mark, I know, but a cell phone isn't a room and a job.
It is if you use it to do a social media channel where you get 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 people watching, and all of a sudden you get revenue from...
I know, and I was thinking of doing it. I had an idea.
But you lose the phone within 3 hours and you're done.
Yeah, Mark, because anyway, I've always been this way. I lose things.
What do you got in your head?
Oh, it's a t-shirt. I'm wearing it like a veil, like Michelle Lamy. You know who Michelle Lamy is, Rick Owens' wife?
I know Rick Owens.
Yeah, his wife.
Okay.
Yeah. She always wears a veil like this, like a nun. I'd wear a nun's habit like all day if I could. I love nun's habits.
You don't get hot?
What, with a t-shirt? Or, oh, it's like boiling today.
With a black shirt on your head?
No. I grew up in a Muslim country, so veils are kind of a thing. You don't get hot wearing a fucking long sleeve sweater in the fucking 100-degree heat.
So you got stranded out in San Bernardino.
Oh, yeah. I ended up there by accident.
I've been getting notices from viewers saying, hey, I saw...
It was so weird. Yeah, people, like, I have fans out there, and I've never been there. I was sober, and I got on the train because when I got my anxiety attacks, and I was, like, running out of the city because I was afraid everyone on Skid Row wanted to kill me because, it's weird here. People can attack you, and I've never had that in my life. It's dangerous. So I was like, I don't know, let's get on a train and get out of here. Because that's what I did when I first came to California. I went to San Francisco, well, Santa Cruz, and then San Francisco. And I go from San Francisco and I ended up in San Jose randomly for like 4 months.
You almost spent 4 months in San Bernardino.
I spent 2 weeks. Yeah, I just got lost. I didn't know how to get back.
A woman named Victoria.
Oh yeah, it was so weird.
She emails
How
me.
did she get your number? Because I tried to get
my email is in the YouTube homepage, and she emailed me and said, "Hey, I see Rebecca here. Said
I should have done that.
Sleeping at a bus stop. Do you want me to do anything?" I said, "Yeah. Tell you what, I'll give you $500 if you."
Literally. I went out there. Well, I went out there randomly, and then I went to the hospital again. Long story.
What did you do? You fell asleep on a bus or something?
Literally, I fell asleep on the train. No, I just took a train out, and I was like, let me get out of LA for a second.
For 2 weeks.
The Cosmo thing. I can't believe Cosmo's, like, good for him. I don't know how he's so successful.
He's going to be proclaimed mayor of West Hollywood on Monday. You want to go?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go.
I have a very touchy situation with West Hollywood because, like, I don't know if I have fans out there because I haven't been out there since this blew up.
We'll shave you and put some sunglasses on you.
Yeah, put some sunglasses on me, get a new outfit. You know, I've never actually worn the clothes after we buy them. I always like stash them for later. I don't know why.
You don't stash them, you lose them.
Yeah, because I have nowhere to go. Because I live on the street. Clothes are very disposable.
You just like to shop. You don't like to keep anything.
Yeah. Welcome to the life of a material girl. Well, man, if I could shave.
Rebecca.
Mark, there are 2 words I'm going to use here. Yeah. Social security. I don't have that.
You don't have anything.
I don't have anything.
You don't even have shoes.
Well,
no, you have shoes today.
I have, prison. Yeah, I'm wearing shoes today.
Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp.
How's it been going since you've been doing therapy for the last couple of months?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, I've done therapy my whole life. I mean, since my 20s, I think I've done therapy on and off throughout. A lot of people look at therapy as like, oh, there's something wrong with you if you're doing therapy. The way I look at it is there's something really healthy and right about you if you're speaking to a therapist, because you're able to, like, we all go through things in our lives that just make things difficult. And if you have someone, especially a professional, to talk about it, it just makes your life better. It just calms things down. Your anxiety, your depression, your anger, they all seem to subside, and that's a really healthy thing. And with BetterHelp, what's great about it is no matter where you are, you can be in Alaska, you can be in the middle of Kentucky, you can be anywhere, and you can connect with a therapist, a professional who's really going to help you out. And we all need it. And sometimes if you're not in New York or LA or San Francisco or Chicago, you're stuck without those options. But now everyone has that at their disposal. And you can do this all from your phone or computer, just a phone call, video chat, or messaging, however you feel most comfortable. It's the easiest possible way to start talking to a therapist. You'll be matched with a therapist usually within 48 hours, and you can get started right away. So let BetterHelp connect you with a therapist, all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/soft white underbelly or choose soft white underbelly when you sign up and get a special discount on your first month. And now back to the video.
It's weird because I never had ambition in life. I had things that I thought, there are things that I want to do that I've never met a fashion person, and I love fashion people. Like, I grew up worshiping magazines. It was impossible to get magazines in Egypt. There's like there's 2 good, there's one in Pasadena and one on Melrose.
One what?
Oh, magazine store, like magazine stand.
Stand, yeah, they used to be everywhere.
Like, I remember that day you gave me $500. Remember you gave me $500 to go to Marc Jacobs Heaven? Remember when I was like, send me to Marc Jacobs Heaven.
This sounds like something I would do.
I was too shy to go in because I didn't know if they'd let me in or not. I went to Dolls Kill. I bought a surprise bag. They gave me a shitty one. I threw away those clothes, literally the second I bought them. Objects are very disposable to me. When you're disposable, everything's disposable. But I still feel like a little boy trapped in a woman's body, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird that I feel younger than ever. Because, like, I didn't expect anything to happen in my life. Like, someone to know my name, that's it.
We're trying to make you a star, but you're not cooperating.
I'd love to cooperate. I want to meet Harvey Levin, by the way. I never told you this, but
I see him every morning.
When I was a kid, I wanted to fuck the living shit out of him. I lost that feeling, but yeah, I was very sexually attracted to him for like 6 months.
I see him at the gym every morning.
Yeah, his muscles, you know what I mean? Because I have muscles, and he works out. At Gold's, right? Yeah, where Arnie used to work out. We talked about
Still does, I think. He goes later than I do.
He's not even an American citizen. How did he become fucking governor of California?
He's amazing. Because he applied himself and he focused and was achieving a goal. Long-term gratification, all these things come into play. to achieve things, and you don't have any of these skills. You haven't developed any.
Mark, I'm literally a gringo. I'm literally like I'm off the border. You know.
Right, but I could show you some things, but you won't even stick around to learn.
I should make this more of a regular thing. I'm sorry I disappear. It's a weird thing. It's like I just get lost.
I Ubered you back from San Bernardino.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
And I fed you, and I got you a hotel room.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was very quiet that day.
Yeah, and then
I was in a very weird state.
Yeah, you weren't in the mood to do an interview, so I let you go. But you just wanted $20 to get your fix, so I gave you $20, and you disappeared, gone.
Yeah, I know.
Gone.
I was scared to come back. It's a long thing.
Scared of what?
I didn't feel like talking. Like when I feel like the issue with the drugs is you judge me for it sometimes.
Well, I think you could do so much better without them, but I don't.
Let me go get high right after this, and we'll do an interview with me high.
You're not high right now?
No, I'm fucking sober. I've been sober for like a day and a half. I end up in Vernon and then Huntington Park. Some guy smoked me out like last night, kind of, but it was like cooked or whatever, so it wasn't like, yeah.
We'll do a two-parter here. Rebecca sober, Rebecca high.
Yeah, so this is me sober, like fucking as usual, just like dead. You know what I mean?
Are you when you're sober? What emotions do you go through? You get depressed, you get anxious.
No. It's more like I'm bored and
frustrated.
It's not frustrated. It's like why? Because getting high to me, I didn't grow up doing drugs, so the way methamphetamine makes you feel, it's like a surprise feeling. It's not like Coke where it's a rush.
Well, I assume your situation is like a lot of the people I interview, which
it really isn't.
They have ADHD, they have a little schizophrenia, they have a little this, a little that.
Well, definitely all those things.
It's a mixed bag of problems.
I'm definitely insane.
But you're fascinating.
I don't know why you would say that, but thank you.
I'm not the only one. Look at how many people love
me. Yeah, and I do nothing with my life but pick up trash, and literally rags to riches is gonna happen here. Unfortunately for me, I'm literally tied to something happening in my life. We just need to get the government involved.
No, so let's go back to what we were saying at the beginning, or maybe it was off camera. I can't remember. You're worried about your immigration issues.
Oh yeah, I haven't done anything about it yet.
And if I was the judge, and I would look at this possible person who wanted to become a citizen.
Oh yeah, I have a case because of all these videos, by the way.
A case of what?
Oh, that I can become a citizen because I can't get deported because I'm gay.
No, but like it's the bigger issue when it really comes down to a human being judging whether they should keep you in their country or let you go. Is like, are you contributing anything?
Exactly, and I'd love to contribute to the American dream. Is like, it's like a fantasy for me because honestly, I grew up with a British education. Like coming to America was kind of a fluke, honestly.
No, but you're just doing drugs and fucking off. Nobody needs that.
If I had an ID, I could be a dancer at a club or get a job at a magazine.
A dancer in a club? Look, you've got something on a platter, on a silver platter handed to you right here.
I've never...
And you've told me many times you wanted to do this, so I gave it to you, and you still don't know what to do with it.
I'm considering it. I just don't know what to create. I don't, like these interviews are very candid, but I'm not a creator, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a filmmaker and I'm very particular. I've never made a film.
You don't need to make a film. That's going to be a bit larger budget thing. But just to sit in front of your phone and talk about fashion, talk about celebrities, talk about the Academy Awards, talk about LA versus New York versus San Francisco.
Just doing it homeless, like what are the logistics, you know what I mean? Like walking around Skid Row homeless, picking up trash.
Give up on the homeless shit. It's useless.
It is useless, so how do I get a life, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you...
How do I get a home?
If you showed me that you were serious and you were committed...
I really want a mortgage.
I would bankroll you for a month or three so you could... Let me finish one of my sentences.
Sorry, I love you.
I would bankroll you so you could wait until YouTube pays you or whatever platform you're on would pay you, and then you would start getting a monthly income.
All right.
But you need to be consistent about it. People don't want to see you do a video once every month or three.
Oh no, I'll do a video every day. I like the idea of it, and I spend a lot of time talking to myself, and I think I could do it. It's just, I've seen the format, and because I'm not someone who grew up with friends.
No, but viewers, leave a comment if you think you would watch Rebecca's channel every day.
I've met like maybe 50 fans in the last 3 years.
You've what?
I've met only like 50 fans in the last 3 years, considering like the viewership, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're kind of like, you're very hard to find. You're very elusive.
I'm not elusive. It's just, I grew up a loner, so I spent a lot of time alone and I got lost.
What do you have in your beard?
Huh?
You have something hanging from your beard.
What is it?
It's over here on this side.
My dick.
No, right there.
Where?
Right there.
Where?
You're holding it.
What is it? I think it's just the rest of my beard. I think it's the blonde parts.
No, it's gone. No, it's hanging from your. Oh, it was a part of your scarf.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I think people are afraid to approach you sometimes because they think you're.
They really aren't. No. People love me. People love me.
Well, some people that recognize that you are not a threat. You're not.
No one thinks I'm a threat, Mark.
You're very safe.
The 1 or 2 times I've been refused at a restaurant is because I look like filth.
Yeah, you're pretty. It's pretty clear that you're a homeless crazy person.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that I'm a homeless crazy person. I didn't shower a lot growing up, so I got used to not showering.
You don't shower a lot now.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I've never showered because like I'm not. Americans are very hygiene obsessed, and I'm too lazy. Plus, I have a thing with water. I'm very picky about water. And because of my foot and ear condition, water is awful.
Is your ear still bothering you?
Yes, it is. We still haven't gotten it checked out.
Clearly your feet are too.
Yeah. It's a curse. I have no idea what it is. It's like nerves or something, you know what I mean? Like maybe acupuncture would help. I don't know. It's a family curse. You know, I watched one of our videos. We were in a car going shopping, and I literally looked like if Chelsea Manning lived in a dumpster. It's really weird because my perception of myself was not what I saw in those videos. But anyway, it's weird that like I wouldn't watch that. I don't know. It's just it's a lot of me optimistically complaining. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, look at how incapable I am.
Yeah, but you also have a tremendous amount of potential. You're very creative. You're very clever. You're funny. You're very funny. I mean? You're almost like a comedian. I mean, you're really a comedian.
I'm hilarious.
You're like James Sexton, the divorce attorney. You're a comedian. He's a divorce attorney that I've interviewed a couple of times, and his presentation is almost like comedy, or it is comedy.
Honestly, because I have to find the humor in this situation.
It's also interesting information, and you're very similar, where you're giving out information about whatever, music, celebrities, LA, whatever.
It's weird being in LA and not being in the scene.
It's delivered in a way that's
I don't know how to get into the scene. And I'm sure it wouldn't be hard for me to meet a celebrity. I mean, the few that I've met have been really kind to me. You know who recognized me? I never told you this. Jessica Chastain knew who I was. Remember I told you I met her?
You are a celebrity. The problem is you're so erratic and crazy that people are not going to sit there and engage with you.
I know. It's like, I don't know. Like, I have never been a part of society. Like, I've always lived on
it's like when I was toying around, when you were at your best earlier, beginning of this year, I bought you a ticket to Coachella, right?
Yeah, and then you wouldn't give it to me.
I wouldn't give it to you because I realized
that I was going to drive a drug overdose.
You were going to, whoever went with you was going to, whoever gave you a ride, you were going to ruin their weekend.
I wasn't.
People
love me.
I know you very well.
I know you hate me, but people love me.
I love you, but I know very well what you would do.
I know you find me irritating, but no, I have fun.
No, you don't even find me, I don't even find you irritating. I just know what you would do to the people giving you a ride.
We've never socialized.
We kind of have.
You've never taken me to a
We've gone to dinner, we've hung out, we've gone shopping.
And I'm just irritating.
No, you're just very hard to...
Because I'm picky.
Control. Not control, but like, you're just going to do what you're going to do. If you decide to walk off into the sunset, you're going to just walk off.
I don't want to.
Without even saying goodbye, you're just like, poof,
I wouldn't
Rebecca's
do that.
gone.
You try to do that. In that Paper magazine interview, which I read, by the way, and thank you for getting me in Paper, which like, I never thought I'd be in Paper. The half of the article is about me. I'm in Paper magazine. Like Paper.
Yeah, the article was about me, but they're more about you. It's more
about me.
They're more fascinating.
And then it says Rebecca's last video, and you try to shoo me off.
I tried to what?
And then our first video back was the human oil slick has returned. Remember when you tried to get rid of me? You were like, I never want to see you again.
Oh yeah, I was pissed at you, yeah.
Yeah, you were pissed at me, yeah. Which I agree with you, honestly. I was very irritating.
Yeah, you were.
Homelessness does not agree with me, Mark. But I'm homeless because I'm literally, it's all I can be. I can't get a home, and I don't know how to.
But do you think it's just impossible for you?
It's physically impossible for me because I can't sign a lease.
Like if I told you, show up at my studio on Monday at 9 o'clock and we will get going on this.
Yeah, okay, deal.
You couldn't do it.
Yeah, I could.
No, you couldn't.
You've never asked me to.
Look, I know you well enough that I will bet money that if I had a winning lottery ticket,
you want to bet
and I had Madonna and the Olsen twins here to give it to you.
Oh my God, if they were here.
On Monday at 9 a.m., you would not.
God, I would be there.
You would not.
Mark, you don't know me.
You would not.
Mark,
you'd be picking your feet somewhere in Hollywood, like playing with...
Playing with what?
Whatever.
With trash.
Something, yes.
I wish you would see me when I go off after we do these interviews.
Well, if you prove to me that you're becoming reliable, I might change my tune.
Do you want to do this every day?
Let's do it every day.
Okay, fine. Let's do it every day for a week.
I'll start a whole new channel with just Rebecca.
Okay, fine.
And then eventually, when you start showing me that you are...
I just don't know what I do with
capable, then I'll hand it off to you.
I have the idea of calling them infernos. I think like if I'm gonna make the channel, call it Inferno. And then each video would be called like Inferno number 1, and I'd give it a name. And I just give it like a different theme, you know?
I'll let you be the creative.
Yeah.
You can drive all the decisions about it.
I don't know how to edit a video. I don't know how to.
No, I can help you with all that.
Yeah, I wish you would do it. It's like, I want you to cheat on my homework. Like, I want to hire a graphics guy to like, I'd love to do something that's I have the potential to be creative. It's just, I didn't grow up with any creative talent. So I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to, like, even Photoshop. Like, I can
No, it seems like fashion is your medium.
Yeah, and I don't know how to break into fashion because I'm homeless.
Well, it takes money.
It doesn't take money. No, it takes connections. Me and Noel were talking about it. Like, I just have to meet a stylist, and I've never met anyone in fashion. I met one fashion editor, a guy who works at W, who I'd seen in an interview at a Starbucks in New York once.
I had an opportunity once for you. A fashion stylist wanted to hire you on a job.
Who? You never told me that.
I did.
Mark, I would do it. If you told me, I would have gone.
You fucked it off.
Who did you say?
I don't remember her name, but
Mark, that never happened. Mark, I swear if you had told me a fashion stylist wanted to hire me, I would do the job.
I told you about it, and you just like fucked it off. Like you fuck off everything.
Mark, you never said that to me.
I did.
Mark, I've always wanted
whatever.
to
I'm sure we can set it up again.
Okay, let's set it up.
That's the industry I used to work in, so I'm sure we can.
That's the industry I want to work in, literally.
No, but I don't
Mark,
want to.
let's do it. Mark,
No,
stop fighting me on this.
Rebecca,
You keep fighting me on this.
Listen to me. I don't want to send you into a set where people are working and trying to be professional, and you're just a wild animal, like you're a Tasmanian devil.
Mark, these videos that we do, right? I'm very uncomposed. Why? I'm usually coming down off drugs, which you don't do drugs, so you don't understand. Let's do the second interview, and you'll see a more professional, let's say. It's not about presenting professionalism. You don't know me socially because we don't talk socially. You know me personally, but not socially. You've never seen me socialize with people because I don't socialize, Mark. I'm literally like, I'm all alone. I've been alone since I came to America. Like, it's not like I don't know how to make friends. Like, this fame thing, like, I don't have a life here because I'm not from here. So I don't have friends or places to go.
But you understand that reliability, consistency are like the...
My problem is access.
They're the core of being professional and being successful.
How about every day this week? You want to do one of these every day?
Every day.
Okay, deal. I got nothing better to do. It's bankrolling me. I wouldn't say I don't enjoy it. It feels like, it doesn't feel like work. It's just me sitting here complaining.
Well, you're lucky that you maybe can make money at something that you love.
How would you like to see an evolution of me?
That would be beautiful.
Every day for a week. Get me a room at the Santa Monica Hotel.
I can't expect an evolution in a week, but over a year or a month?
You would be surprised. I mean, you'll see one in a minute. Because these videos, I'm always sober. No, literally, I'm always sober, and then I need money for drugs. Thank God I'm a drug addict. Crystal meth is like the best thing I ever found in my life. You don't do drugs, but you don't understand a feeling
Rebecca, your
transcendent euphoria.
Your demeanor, your moods are as fucking erratic as...
Because I'm young and I don't know.
So work requires you to be consistent every single day.
Mark, I don't think you've ever met artistes or fashion designers. Do you know...
I think you're a genius and you just need to be in charge of everything. And
yeah, I'm very...
You'll be this crazy erratic boss who...
I'm very, like, I micromanage to a detail. Like, I'm very, like with my outfits, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very picky.
I'm not going to sit here and try to get you to conform because I believe you're one of these...
It's not about I would love to conform. I have nothing against
You're
society.
a creative genius, but at some point
the parts of me that are wild and erratic, I find irritating as fuck. Like, the parts of me where I'm uncomposed, like, I'd love to have hair and tits and clothes. It's just, I fell into this life of collecting trash by accident, literally. When I first got to Santa Cruz, that was the first time I ever dug a dress out of a dumpster, and it's been happening to me. It's like I'm Alice in Wonderland. I can get out of a dumpster because I grew up, I told you I grew up rich. And I grew up composed, by the way. I like, manners were a thing with my mother. Manners and education. I had no friends. I literally lived at home, small apartment, considering how wealthy my grandparents were. But I went to like the second most expensive private school in Egypt, where education is very expensive, especially private education. It's like I went to the Phillips Exeter of Egypt.
Can we take off your
No.
thing?
I hate my hair.
I'd like to see your hair.
I hate my hair.
I just want to see where your hair is now. I haven't seen you in a month.
Mark, it's the same.
You look great.
Mark, I don't look great. I want the veil on. You don't like it? That's not my problem.
You look like a nun.
I'm trying to look like a nun.
Okay.
I love nuns.
All right, sister, go on.
Yes, queen. Like, you know that I've never, like, I've been to Stonewall. That's the only gay bar I've been in America. Like, sometimes I'll dance outside Rocco's, you know Rocco's in WeHo?
I don't.
Oh my God, Mark, you live in LA, you don't know. I wish I could take you to West Hollywood. I can't wait for us to go to West Hollywood because I don't have a life there because it's like people there live there, work there. I can't walk into the club because I don't have an ID, so I'll dance outside and people like give me cigarettes. But I don't have any friends. I've never met a gay person. One trans girl took me to Stonewall once. They let me in. It was my birthday. I spent it at the Stonewall Inn, which now I feel like a fucking loser about, which like Stonewall is not my kind of club. I haven't been to a club since I've been in America. Like one club. I went to 2 raves. One was a Burning Man after party, which I'd never go to Burning Man, but it wasn't that bad. It was very Alice in Wonderland-y. And one was like another rave that someone took me to. I think it was in Santa Cruz or something, but it was like a small rave. Like and it's weird because like when I dance outside the bars here, or I used to dance outside the Red Line, like people love me. Apparently I'm a good dancer. When I dance, it's insane. I would dance my whole life if I could. I literally run around here dancing and singing.
The music is loud enough at the club that you can dance outside.
Yeah. And literally, this is my life, Mark. And then I'll go, there's a Z Pizza, and I'll go back for pizza from there. Like I want to make a point, maybe in a year or something, of going into Bottega Louis once a week. I want to get an apartment out here. There's a few buildings I've scoped out, and rent is not expensive out here. It's like $1,000 a month.
What happened at Bottega Louis?
Oh, yeah, because anytime I'm in West Hollywood, I'll always go and ask them for something, and they'll give me food, you know what I mean? I don't get to pick, but you know. It's like, that's the weird thing, like downtown, so much potential. Like there's a Louis here. Like Louis in WeHo, like everyone goes to Louis. I saw Hunter Schafer at Louis. Do you know who Hunter Schafer is? No, you don't.
I don't.
Hunter Schafer is the first transgender movie star. She was on a show called Euphoria on HBO. You know what HBO is, right?
I do know what HBO is.
Okay.
My TV has not been warm in a decade, but I know what HBO is.
You only know Jennifer Lopez because she tried to buy your house, Marg.
No, she didn't buy it.
Well, I know. She tried to. I thought she tried to. I heard Bennifer on doing
We were in escrow and she bailed out.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. I sold it.
I never asked you about your financial status. I was wondering if you had money or not because you act like you know, money hasn't been a problem in life.
I asked what?
You have a waspy attitude. We never talked about your upbringing. I wonder if I ever turn the tables on you.
Yeah, you'd be the one to do it.
I would ask you a million questions.
What do you want to know?
I don't know anything about you. We've never talked about you. I mean, this is a very...
I don't want to become a media figure like you.
Okay,
That's why you don't see me sitting next to you asking you questions.
We've never sat down at a restaurant and had a conversation, you know what I mean?
It's
not your
I imagine
fault.
it would be very difficult to do that.
Mark, I don't think you know LA people. Like, you know Cosmo, right?
I do.
So Cosmo to me is like a bit simple, you know? But Cosmo is fierce as fuck. But I'm more, I don't want to say highbrow, but Cosmo, like LA designers are a certain way. Like I've met Richie Rich, I know Ty Stefano. The stores on Melrose they're not like there's a part of Melrose, you know, the one with the Chanel store. Well, the Chanel store shut down. I love Melrose. If I would live anywhere in LA, I'd live in Melrose. It's kind of my dream, is to live in Melrose and be a stylist. Mark, I'd love to work in the fashion industry. It's just, number one, I'm not gonna intern because I don't know how to fold clothes and all that. Like, I'm the stylist at heart, and modeling could be a thing, apparently, because people think I look good, and anyone can model these days. It's more like I'm a muse, and that's the thing with becoming a woman, which we haven't talked about in a while. Even though everyone calls me she, which I love. It's like, I just wonder what it would be like to become a woman.
You know what I love about Cosmo?
What?
You can call him she, you can call him he, you can call him it. It doesn't even faze him.
Exactly. It's like he's like an androgen creature.
Cosmo is the coolest.
Oh my God, I love him. Kirstie Alley with a dick, you know what I mean? But that masculine part.
What did you say?
Kirstie Alley with a dick.
That's what I thought you said.
What did you? Yeah. What? That's what I said. That's the truth.
It's funny. I love.
But I can never sit in a store. I don't care if you're paying $5,000. Sit in a store and fucking do nothing, waiting for someone to come in. You know what I mean? Like when Cosmo started business with Slow, I'm like, I'm not gonna sit there behind a counter doing what on my phone, waiting for someone to come in, and then what am I gonna say? Like, here.
No, working in the real world requires some conforming, and
it's not about conformity. It's just, it's like I wouldn't do a desk job. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't go to college and work at Chanel on the side, even though I could have. You know, I don't have, my discipline is different. My discipline is more practical than it is. Like, I'd have to have someone doing everything for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You just have the ideas and then just walk away
I'd love to do that.
and smoke meth. It's everyone's fantasy, I think. A lot of people's fantasy.
What?
To just do drugs and create and walk away.
I'd love to create.
You don't actually have to do the grunt work. So there's lots of grunt work
I've
in being
never created,
successful.
like-
I can guarantee you that Cosmo did a lot of hard work in the last 2 decades or 3
Look at him
decades.
now.
Yeah, but
He's scoring that mirror.
he looks like an overnight success, but I can guarantee you there were decades before that.
Which I saw in that video briefly, and it gave me hope that something could come of this. I have no ambition, I'll say, because I've never, success was never a thing in life. Like in America, you're instilled, get a job. In high school, you'll get a job maybe, or college, you'll pay off. Like, I didn't have that, you know what I mean?
So you need a little anger and motivation.
I'm very angry. It's more like I just need access.
Like I had anger. I wanted to prove my dad wrong. My dad told me I was a fuck up. I said I'm going to prove you wrong. So I
I want
did.
to prove you wrong.
I'm not saying no. I think you could be wildly successful, but you will need to just cooperate a little bit.
Where's my water? Oh, thank God.
You will need to cooperate once in a while.
Let's do a trial week.
You've done this before. You told me this once before, and you bailed. You showed up one day, and that was it.
Let's do it every day this week.
Okay, today's Tuesday.
Okay.
Or no, today's
What is today? Wednesday?
what? Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. I thought it was Wednesday. Is it the first?
Today's October 1st. So let's see how many days you can actually do.
Yeah. Let's take this to WeHo Hollywood. I'd love
Well,
to-
see, no, there's all kinds of ways we can do this. We don't have
I'd
to sit
love
here.
it
And,
if we could go film at WeHo Hollywood.
absolutely,
We should film Pride.
that's what we'll do. We'll go to Beverly Hills. We'll go to West
Kylie
Hollywood.
Minogue came to Pride this year and I missed it.
I'm sorry.
Kylie Minogue was at the Pride Festival this year. Remember I told you I wanted to go see Kylie Minogue in Vegas?
I'll take you to all those things.
Oh, well, anyway, it was a nightclub residency. And it's like when I asked her to get me Madonna tickets. Remember I said Madonna, Kim Gordon, that last video we talked about? I said Madonna, Kim Gordon, and who? And someone else. And Kim Gordon came downtown here at the Regency or something. And I love Kim Gordon. You know Sonic Youth?
Yep.
You know who Kim Gordon is?
Yep.
Okay,
You wanted to
go
see
ahead.
her last summer.
Oh my God, do you know her? I'd love to meet
No,
her.
but she was playing here downtown. You wanted to see her
Yeah, I wanted to see her, and then you wouldn't buy me a ticket.
because
Because it was our final video and we were fighting.
yeah, so we were fighting.
I would go to the concert, Mark. I think you think I'd like sell the tickets for math, Mark.
No, I just
Mark, that's all people do at concerts.
if you gave me a little confidence that you would not cause a problem,
Yeah.
I
How
would.
about that?
All kinds of things would come your way.
I know my behavior sometimes seems erratic because I'm loud. And honestly, like,
Not because you're loud.
remember that one time we were at your studio and I was on the phone that you gave me and it was too loud and you were like, you have to leave my studio, you're being too loud. When I
Yeah.
get out of here.
That happens a lot. You're a Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, but like, my behavior seems erratic to you, but honestly, it's like I'm a bitch in heat. Anytime I see you, it's like you're my only introduction to society.
No, but you notice when you go to my studio, there's Noelle, there's Olivier, there's whoever else is working there. It's quiet as a mouse. Nobody makes a noise.
Yeah, because you're working.
There's not even music playing. We're all just silently doing our jobs.
I know.
And you come in and you're like
We are very different people.
you're like Rip
I
Taylor
could
coming.
never live the life you live. I don't have the patience. I don't have the. I mean, I don't know how you deal with me. I mean, driving for half an hour. I don't know how to drive a car, and I don't know if I would ever learn if I could sit in traffic for 2 hours. Hopefully, by the time
What kind of things do you not know? You don't know how to drive.
I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to file taxes. I don't know how to.
You never pay taxes. You never pay a bill.
I've never paid a bill in my life. I don't know how to pay bills. That's why I ended up homeless. I told you this. Remember, I told you I had the apartment in Boston. I couldn't pay the bills. I got shut off. So that's literally how it happened.
You've eaten in nice restaurants, though.
Huh?
You've eaten in a nice restaurant.
Yeah,
You know how to behave in a restaurant.
Yeah, I can behave in a restaurant, Mark. I can behave.
But everyone I take you to, you get kicked out of.
Which restaurant did we get kicked
The
out?
pizza- the
They
pizza-
wouldn't let us at the pizza place you wanted to eat. I just, it's like I can't believe this happened to me. I can't believe that this could be my life. Like growing up, movies were my thing, you know what I mean? Cinema, art house cinema.
But I mean, lucky for you, social media is this open, mixed bag of all kinds of everything. Craziness,
I
everything flies. You could be a
I haven't tried
transgender,
it.
whatever the
I
fuck,
love it.
and you could be successful.
I don't
lucky.
know where to start, you know what I mean?
Because 30 years ago, you couldn't have done shit.
You couldn't have done shit, yeah.
So your timing is right if you're going to be a
Mm.
crazy, transgender, drug addicted.
You know, which everybody loves now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might as well make the most of it.
I'd
Because
love to.
otherwise, eventually people will probably get tired and they'll get bored with you. Your
People seem to
shtick.
really like me.
I know, but you're still kind of fresh in people's minds.
I'm
But
literally fresh meat, Mark. I've been in LA for 4 years. I haven't done a screen test. I haven't been to a single premiere.
no one's going to hire you for shit, Rebecca.
Mark, stop saying that.
I'm telling you. You got
I
to.
would love to work a job, okay?
No one's going to hire you, and I'll tell you why. As an employer.
Because I'm homeless, Mark. Okay.
No, because you are
We
erratic.
can go back and forth on this, or we can try and find a way to get me a job. You said there was a fashion
Okay, so
stylist position working.
today's Tuesday. Let's say this is your job.
Okay.
Every day this week.
To do this interview? Fine. We'll do an interview every day.
Every day this week.
Every day this week.
You're going to either come to me in Santa Monica, or I'll
Santa
come
Monica,
down
or
here
you
to
can
Skid
come
Row.
here. Let's do it in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica would be better.
I mean, it's just, it's not that I don't like it here. It's just I'm only here because of the methamphetamine is around the corner. And when you sober up, my body doesn't function. And I told you, like, I have like breathing problems because of my ear. So it's like I literally can't even walk a block. The thing with being a prostitute is I could never have sex with someone I wasn't attracted to, no matter how much you could pay me. You know what I mean? Like I've been propositioned on the street, and sometimes like someone will very dirtily slip me like $50 or something and put it in my butt. It happened twice, and it felt like more like I just lay there and do nothing. Literally, it was like traumatic. I haven't had sex since I came to America, which is weird. I haven't been on a date here. I don't know who would be attracted to me because I don't find myself attractive. I've never been on a date in my life, but we've never talked about that.
You're pretty unconventional. You are very unconventional.
Mark, I literally have not met a single other human being. It's not that I'm unconventional. I'm literally an outcast. I literally have no social standing. So let's start every day this week. Fine, whatever. Deal. Every day this week.
Let's do
Every day
it.
this week.
You can prove to me that you are
I can.
reliable and consistent
I
and
can.
able to cooperate a little bit.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
This will be fun.
All right. This week.
'Cause I think there's a portion of my audience that really misses you.
I'll be back. Let's go get high.
Okay. Let's get high.
Let's get high. I would love to. If I do all these tasks, will you believe that I can continue to elaborate?
You will start changing my view on how
Every day I wake up
reliable
with
and
you.
dependable you are.
I'm not doing anything else, so honestly, yeah, deal.
Talk is cheap.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm game.
I'm game.
No, but
Let's do this. Okay, okay.
your words don't mean shit.
I've never propositioned this before.
Yes, you have. You've done it twice before, I believe.
Let's do this. No, not. Okay, let's do this. Every day. Every day.
Let's just see where we are in a week.
Let's just see where we are in a week. We've never spent a week together. I don't know if you could stand me for a week.
I don't think I could handle you for a week. What was it? The TV show Odd Couple? Remember?
I've never seen that show.
It was an old show from like the 70s.
Yeah, I didn't grow up in America, Mark. I haven't seen the Brady Bunch. Why would I watch that? We're from a very different generation.
Your parents weren't even married.
But you
then.
probably grew up with a Partridge Family.
I did.
Yeah.
David Cassidy was the shit back in 1974.
So you were a 70s kid? 60s or
I was
70s?
born in the 60s.
So you were a 70s kid, like you were a kid in the 70s.
Yeah,
like a
70s is when I
teenager.
really kind of...
70s are tacky to me. I prefer the 80s.
No, the 70s were early 70s. The first half of the 70s were fucking amazing. I wasn't old enough, mature enough to appreciate it. I always tell my sister that she
I
had
feel
the
like the
prime
good
years.
thing about the 20th century was there was more transgression. Today, everything's more, like there's no culture of rebellion. So there's no reason, like there's no rock music. It's all pop. Everything's too homogenized.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like there wouldn't be an REM today or I don't want to say like something as basic as Nirvana
or a Joni Mitchell or a Crosby, Stills,
Radiohead.
Nash.
Like, that
Yeah.
doesn't exist today.
Or a lot of bands.
Yeah. It's not that money ruined things, but I think when music became a viable
Marketing thing?
marketing thing, like no one writes their own music anymore. Not that I'm a sucker about that, but it's like, God, music. I miss music. Music it's not like life to me, but when I was a kid, I always used to listen to music and just walk around like a soundtrack. Like I'll watch a movie for its soundtrack or fashion shows for their soundtrack. I'm obsessed with soundtracks. The Reznor twins, remember Nine Inch Nails? They do all the Fincher movies, and I love the soundtrack to Gone Girl. You ever heard of that movie, Gone Girl?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was like a giant novel or whatever. I don't say it's one of my favorite movies, but when it comes to commercial film, yeah. The only movie I've seen in the last 2 years was Poor Things with Emma Stone, which I liked her in it, but I don't love the director, Yorgos. He's too surrealist, like it's not that it's not my style. But she was excellent. You know, she won an Oscar for it last year. She won 2 Oscars. I must know.
Good for her. It's a shame when money gets involved in art and it just destroys it.
I think art deserves money. Art should be monetized.
No, art deserves money for sure. That's what it's under
I feel like art is underfunded.
But the problem is money contaminates art at the same
I think money can benefit art. I don't understand why, it's like Sundance. I don't watch independent fucking shoestring budget movies where there's like a fucking 5-minute shot of a fucking rock or something. That doesn't interest me, you know what I mean? Like when we were talking about Stephen Klein, I'd love to see a film like that. Like have you ever heard of Gaspar Noé? He's a French director and he does these, it's definitely art house, but it's very colorful and graphic. And I feel like film could benefit. Like, it's like, there's no cinema anymore. There's one studio in LA, A24. You ever heard of A24?
Yep.
Oh my God, it's like literally the only studio I'll watch movies from at this point. They did The Bling Ring, which the only reason I came to LA was the movie The Bling Ring. You ever heard of The Bling Ring? You don't know about The Bling Ring, Mark, right, LA? The Bling Ring were some teenagers who snuck into 50 celebrities' homes and stole clothes and jewelry and watches from them. They got no jail time because no one pressed charges. They filmed the movie in Paris Hilton's house. Oh my God. Why doesn't Paris Hilton own a club in LA? It's the same question, so why is Rebecca Olsen homeless? Like, people with ambition sometimes don't know where to place it, you know? Like, her career has been weird. She did 2 movies. She never went back to TV. I haven't seen her new reality show, and I heard she got married. She's like the daughter I never had. If I had a daughter, that would be my daughter, you know what I mean? My daughter would be saccharine. Because I'm intellectual sounding, but I don't read books, you know what I mean?
How do you absorb any of this cultural information?
I don't know. I haven't lately.
Music, movies, all this stuff. You're so on top of everything, but you don't have shoes, socks, anything.
This is all from my past, you know what I mean? From just as a kid, going on IMDb and shit. Yeah.
You don't seem that dated though.
I'm very dated. I'm very dated. I'm very behind. Like all I know is Dua Lipa came out with a new album this year, which I liked. I like Charlie XCX's new album. Like, I used to listen to a lot of independent music growing up, and I missed out on that doing this homelessness thing because I don't have access to music. Like, all I would do is very independent kind of electronic music, not like more minimal techno. Minimal techno is my favorite kind of music. God, you should. Oh my God, if I could combine, like. And I've seen so many movies. I haven't seen a single movie. I live in LA. I haven't seen a movie in a theater since I've come to LA. They don't really have theaters in LA anymore, do they?
They probably do.
There's like 5 theaters left.
The movie industry isn't.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. It's like, I don't understand why the Chinese theater doesn't show movies. It's like, maybe the film industry could benefit from more internal investment in LA. Like, it doesn't invest in LA. Like, this whole neighborhood should be fucking, honestly, I would genocide it and turn it into a studio. It's a perfect plot of land for like a new studio. And young talent is always underfunded, you know what I mean? And young talent is where ideas are. So when you think of Stanley Kubrick, right? Could you imagine if Stanley Kubrick had the excitement of making his first movie in every film? Age gives things, like, you get more intellectual with age. So that can spoil things like spontaneity. Like Eyes Wide Shut is my favorite movie, but like one of my favorite movies. Like anything that's kind of like wicked, but like tongue in cheek. There should have been more Nicole Kidman in it. I would have given her an Oscar for that. The Hours, like what did she do in The Hours? Like, ooh, I mean, she wasn't bad in it, but I wouldn't give her an Oscar for that.
Well, you have that fire in your belly when you're young to prove something, to create something.
I feel like aged out of the industry because like in my world, it's all like Disney girls. Like everyone starts young, you know what I mean? Do people break into the industry in their 20s? I don't know. I didn't grow up in Hollywood, you know what I mean? I wish, oh my God, if I could be Hollywood royalty, that would have been my dream. If I could be Emma Roberts, or Emma Roberts is like, I'm very on par with her. I'm very on par with Emma Roberts. Very underappreciated, and her career is terrible outside of American Horror Story. Have you ever seen American Horror Story? Why not? I live for American Horror Story. It's gotten progressively worse, obviously, which is all shows do. But it's still I think it's like my favorite fucking show. Like, I would love to. It's like there are people out there who watch TV shows and critique them, you know what I mean? Why would I do that? You know? It's like, why would I write an article? I wish I was that person, you know what I mean? Like, how could I be a journalist? I'd be maybe like I could do like a news anchor thing for a day, you know what I mean? I was thinking like if I could become naturalized, I could go to clubs and do drag or something. You ever been to a drag show? I've seen drag shows. There was one gay bar here called the Red Line, which shut down. And I would watch the drag shows from outside. They wouldn't let me in because I had no idea. I had no ID, sorry.
No, so we were talking about this earlier in the first half of this video. The immigration issue that you have.
Yeah.
If a judge is looking at Rebecca Olson or Ishmael Saudi.
I hate my birth name, yeah.
Either one, they're both beautiful names.
Ugly.
He would look at how productive you are as a human being, whether you're causing problems.
Like when you're an immigrant, they don't ask you if you have a job. And
yeah, all of these things, and you're going to lose out.
Mark, we've never actually done anything about this.
Okay, we're going to try this week. We just talked.
We're just going to do a trial this week. Yeah.
We're going to see what you're made of.
Let's see what I'm made of.
I'm eternally hopeful.
And I'm the eternal sunshine of the spotless mind.
You're what?
Have you seen that movie, The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't like his work. It's too like dreamy. I don't know. I like darker film. Like Lars von Trier was my favorite growing up. You know Lars von Trier?
I heard the name.
Yeah, he's I think is he German or is he Bavarian? Art house director, but his movies are all in English. He did Nymphomaniac what was the last one he did? The House of Jackal, which I literally have been homeless since that came out with Matt Dillon. He's done my favorite movie of all time. It's called Melancholia. Remember with Kirsten Dunst we had this conversation? Yeah. Everyone in LA wants to work with Lars. And he's very picky, you know what I mean? Like he's done Nicole Kidman, he did Bryce Dallas Howard, and he's very good at casting. Casting is very important. Like you know whose career could have been better, but it's like you win an Oscar, the Oscar curse, but like Naomi Watts. Ever since Mulholland Drive, I haven't seen her do anything edgy. She became commercialized. But my favorite horror movie of all time is called Funny Games by Michael Haneke. You probably haven't heard of it. Naomi Watts and Tim Roth are basically a couple, and then two guys, Brady Corbet and Michael Pitt, these are all like early 2000 actors, break into their house and like torture porn them. But it's very like minimal. And usually I would find that like it's a little slow, but there's a transgression to it, you know what I mean? And it's not gory. But there's like one sequence in it where literally Naomi Watts is like tied up and like jumping to get a knife or something and it feels realistic, but I hated it because it's too slow. Something I hate about independent film, it's too slow. I don't care, you know what I mean?
So I feel like I could never be a director because I see how difficult it is just to wrangle you for a simple little interview like this.
I love to direct.
Well, no, it sounds like a great idea, but the reality of dealing with 7 actors or 12 actors like you, and then there's all the other issues, the lighting and the this and the location and all the headaches.
I think the one thing we have in common, honestly, is we both have no access to Hollywood. You by choice, me by proxy.
I think the world is your oyster. You could probably do anything you want, but you're going to need to conform a tiny little bit.
All right, let's do it. Every day this week, we'll start that because I need to get out of this somehow. I don't want to be homeless forever.
Let's get Rebecca off the streets.
Let's get Rebecca off the streets. I don't know why this is taking so long. I don't know why we've never had this conversation.
I know why it's taken so long.
I thought this was your thing, was just doing homeless people. So
no, it's not. I don't really do this anymore. I do this once in a while, sporadically now.
Yeah.
I've been down here twice in the last month.
It's a cesspool. They should just blow it up and rebuild it. It isn't hard. When I look at the banking district, I'm like, okay.
But what are you going to do with all the drug addicts, all the homeless people?
Just kill them or fucking send them to fucking Compton or something.
You should be governor of California.
There's like 100 people here. They can all be murdered. It's not hard. It's not hard to give them leaflets for Section 8 housing.
Rebecca for governor.
Rebecca for governor, Rebecca for pope. It's just that I'm not political, you know what I mean? And politics requires knowledge, and I'm not going to sit there and memorize. I don't know American history. I don't know who all the presidents are. I don't know what all the states' names are. My big thing was when I came to America, I wanted to do an American road trip, and I sucked at it because I didn't realize that people don't pick up hitchhikers anymore. Like, this is in the 70s, you know what I mean? Yeah. And America fascinates me. Like, I'd love to go to Oklahoma. I'd love to go to Minneapolis. Like, imagine if people in LA love me this way. Like, those people adored me. When I was in Florida, I was like a queen there. I was sleeping in a different house every day. But yeah, I've been homeless for like 5 years. I started just traveling on the road. And then I came to LA randomly. I was in Miami. I hadn't been to LA since I was a kid. And then I'm like, ooh, let me come here. And then I went to Santa Monica, jumped in the ocean naked, and then ended up walking to Venice Beach. I'd been to Venice Beach once when I was a kid. Me and my parents came to LA. It's very lame. We went to Venice Beach. We did the Hollywood tour. I remember I was like, ooh, the Playboy Mansion.
You spent some time on Venice Beach when you were younger, before I met.
When I first came to LA.
You were a tarot card reader
Yeah.
on the boardwalk.
I was just a homeless person, yeah. I still don't know how to read tarot. I was just making it up.
You're just making it up.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, let me just,
That's awesome.
My craft, like to me, I would study it, but it's like, what does that do? You know what I mean? You can't affect an outcome that way. I'm more realistic.
What is your strength? What do you think your strength is?
Oh,
Or what are your strengths?
I'm very passionate about things, it seems. I care about things.
Yeah, your follow through is not very strong.
We've never actually had this conversation. We've never actually had this
I'm
conversation.
asking you now.
Then let's do it for a week. I promise I'll come every day. I promise I'll come every day.
Okay.
Okay. You said you were gonna get me a phone too?
I got a phone in my bag right now for you.
Ooh, let's do it. See if I can hold on to a phone for a week. If I see you every day, I'll probably hold on to the phone. I lose it because I'm on the streets. Like, I'll go to sleep, someone will steal it, or I'll end up in an alleyway and it
Do you want
drops.
me to put you in a hotel room every night?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Because like sometimes you just like fuck that off, and
No,
you saw how difficult the hotels don't really want you in there.
I was loud at 1. I was loud at 1. No. Seabreeze lets me in. I was loud at 1. They complained about me. What was it? Which very basic rooms in Santa Monica. Aside from my dream would be to live at the Viceroy. I love the Viceroy, but Santa Monica isn't really. It's too. There's not much going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very quiet.
It's very quiet. It's very residential.
Crystal meth there though.
Huh?
Plenty of crystal meth in Santa Monica.
Where? Mark, no, you have to get it in Venice.
There's crystal meth addicts all over
Mark,
the
they don't
place.
have them in Santa Monica. I know LA, okay? Crystal meth exists here, Compton, crystal meth is not used by upper society.
No, trust me. There is crystal meth
There
everywhere.
really isn't. I can't buy any when I'm there. I have to get it here.
You haven't made the right connection.
I don't have it. Yeah, but I've never met a drug dealer.
There's plenty of addicts.
Plenty of addicts.
I've interviewed a bunch of them recently. Bunch of them. Any crazy person you see walking down the street in Santa Monica, it's crystal meth.
There's like maybe 10 of them. Santa Monica is more, no. It's more gentrified. I mean, we live in a cesspool of homelessness.
No, Santa Monica is very
I
different.
don't
than
think
here.
that's a problem in LA. Like, do you understand how much money this city generates for the world? Do you know what, like a movie, like Wonder Woman made $1 billion. You couldn't pay $10 million to get rid of these people. $400 million to set up a compound, a studio, some clubs. You could turn it into a fucking theme park. Why does this exist? And why, like, this is the only place in the world where this exists. And it's so weird because there's so much money here.
I think it's greed. That's the real.
It's not greed. No, people just, the way LA works, it's not business-based, it's industry-based. And the industry types are in their bubble, you know what I mean? Like the way the industry works, you know, like Jennifer Lawrence makes $20 million now. You know, with her first Hunger Games movie, she only made $60,000, which I think is like stunning considering the amount of work, you know what I mean? And she got paid on the back end, $10 million, but she literally just accepted the role just for the role, which I would never do that. I couldn't be a franchise star. I hate those Marvel movies. I mean, Elizabeth Olsen played the Scarlet Witch, but that was about it. I'd never watch a Marvel movie. I don't understand them, you know what I mean? It's not the convention, it's like, what's going on? I hate superhero movies. Remember, I once saw Spider-Man. I was in London. My friend wanted to go see Spider-Man. Have you heard of the movie Blue Jasmine?
Yep.
That was my obsession when I was like, that was my teenagers, was Blue Jasmine, basically. I'd watch that movie like once a month. I'd never seen the entirety of La Dolce Vita.
So this is you on crystal meth.
No, this is like, crystal meth just helps me breathe. But my ear's still killing me, so I'm still irritating. I'm still the same old me.
You're great either way.
Okay, thank you. I thought you would think that I hadn't delivered
Delivered what?
a different Rebecca. It just
No,
happened.
I mean, I'm not trying to make you do anything you don't want to do.
There's many things I want to
Like
do.
the other day, I brought you in from San Bernardino. You told me you didn't want to do an interview, and that was it.
Yeah, I was in a really bad state. I was
Yeah.
in a really bad state. I'm so grateful to you for just letting me have that day. I just literally needed to get in a hotel room and sleep.
I'm never forcing anybody to do this.
I know. I feel like I'm forcing myself on you sometimes. Like when I ask you to buy me clothes or whatever.
No, you're not bad. There's many people that are much, much worse.
That's good to hear.
You're the least of my problems.
Okay, because I always feel like I'm problematic with you.
No. You are low maintenance compared to most.
Well,
you're just a handful when you're in my presence, though. Like today, you're cool. Like this is cool. But if you were hanging out at the studio all day,
Stephen Klein should move to LA. I don't know why Stephen Klein doesn't live in LA. You know who Stephen Klein is, right?
yep.
Yeah, I don't know why he lives in New York. Like LA it's underdeveloped, you know what I mean? Like considering every major magazine cover has a celebrity on it. Why is there no presence in LA? Like even the fashion presence here, like telling me Cosmo.
I wondered that before.
Who, no offense to Cosmo, I love his clothes.
When I was doing advertising, I always wondered why New York was the
I fucking
epicenter of
hate
it all.
New York.
It had 99.9% of the industry.
Why can't they build skyscrapers here or something?
Even the auto industry gets.
What are all those mansions? And they're all the mansions here are very, they're all very ticky-tacky. Like every LA home basically looks the same. There isn't any modern architecture here, and I don't know why. There's no innovation in LA.
There's no modern in architecture?
Yeah, like.
There's plenty of it.
No, like when you think of Gaudi, you know what I mean, or like an architect, you know, it's very, like all Hollywood homes kind of look the same to me.
No.
There isn't luxury here the way there is luxury in other countries.
You haven't been around. There's plenty of great architecture here. Not every single home, but there's gems out there.
I know the Frank Lloyd Wright House, but that's not in LA, that's in Arizona. I think it's a glass house.
But like, trust me, there's plenty of great architecture here.
I'm not, no, it's like, imagine if the Mocha were designed as a shape or something. Like I was thinking Chanel could open a store that was shaped like a pearl. And why every house has to be a rectangle with rooms. The human life can evolve from that. We've been living in rectangular rooms for like, it's like, imagine one day evolving, and I've realized this thanks to my little drug habit, evolving past sleeping, eating, and drinking. I don't eat or drink anymore. I don't get thirsty or hungry. It's literally a miracle.
How much water do you drink in a week?
Honestly, maybe like 4 liters of water. You're supposed to drink 2 liters a day.
Yeah. I mean, when you come here, you're always drinking water.
I get dehydrated.
Yeah, I believe it.
Being homeless, it really affects your plus this condition of mine, literally like my throat it's like blocked.
What bothers you the most? Your ear, your throat?
My ear, my throat, and my feet. My feet, because I'm barefoot all the time.
Let me take your ear, nose, throat guy.
We have to. Literally, it's like I can't breathe. Like my head is hurting. It's that bad. It's really bad. But I'll live another day. It's been going on for years. I grew up in the kind of house where it's like you get sick, you go to school, you know what I mean? You know, like, you know, like you don't, and I've never had cancer or anything like that, so I don't know how to, I've never been to a doctor.
Just try to control yourself tonight, because you tend to go off the rails and get crazy overnight, and then you're a different person tomorrow.
Anytime I've been high and we've done an interview, which we've never done an interview high, I always come sober and then I got high later, you seem to enjoy it more. Today, I'm still a disaster because of my ear. Like, I literally can't breathe. And
you're a little subdued today.
Huh?
You're a little bit subdued today.
Yeah. Because I have nothing going on in my life. I don't know what to say.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe this week we'll open up a whole new direction for you.
Yeah. Cosmo, WeHo. Anytime I go to WeHo, I always get in trouble with the cops, which is so weird. I don't know why they target me.
We're going to disguise you.
Yes, we have to. Last time I was there, they literally gave me deportation papers.
We'll go see Cosmo on Monday.
Yeah, we'll go see Cosmo.
All right. I'm going to take you to a doc. We'll
Tomorrow,
see you tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to meet here or at your studio?
At my studio.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of the mountains, at a river running wild. I'm as peaceful as a shadow and carefree as a child. The sunlight singing to me a soft and gentle song, singing soak it all in, darling, for you're right where you belong. Right where you belong. Right where you belong. Oh, you've been down in that valley, but came back before too long. Right where you belong. You've been to hell and back again. Nobody knows your story, at least not the full one, 'cause you've learned you can't trust just anyone. Life has dealt some heavy blows, some have made you strong, but you shouldn't have to work so hard to find where you belong. Find where you belong. Find where you belong. Oh, you've been down in that valley, you've been down far too long. Let's find where you belong. Steeple, maybe a state of mind. It may be the furthest thing from what you think you'll find, but listen to that voice inside, it won't guide you wrong. Trust in time, my friend, you'll wind up right where you belong. Right where you belong. Right where you belong. There will still be valleys, but you won't stay too long. For there's a place your heart can heal, there's a place where you can feel you're right where you
Thank you.